Finding nature in a city. When we think about nature, we often envision spaces such as pristine forests, riverbanks, and others, which are typically beyond the boundaries of the city. We do not expect to encounter it on our way to school or while running an errand at the local grocery shop. We are quick to assume that our cities are bereft of fascinating life forms that come to mind when one thinks of nature. This is majorly due to the conditioning we receive from a young age. From our childhood, we are taught to accept these facts. While there are people who are lucky enough to be born in the hills or in smaller towns and villages, who have the luxury of experiencing nature in all its glory right at their doorsteps, city folk have to look a little deeper to experience nature amidst the hustle bustle of the city. Here arises the need to retrain our minds to be able to observe nature in a city. To put things into perspective, we cannot expect to see a Bengal tiger strolling about in front of our apartments, but it is possible for us to see a plain tiger butterfly fluttering about in the milkweed plants growing nearby. Nature is all around us. All we have to do is look. They will be in the form of tiny insects, birds, snakes, and trees that are present all around us, just waiting to be noticed. During the lockdown, when everyone was forced to slow down, I took to spending a lot of time observing the space around me. Bound by restrictions, I was limited to the constraints of my society located in a city. It was as if a different world had been revealed to me. I was able to observe birds such as white-browned wagtails, scaly-breasted munias, Indian white-eye, shikras, white-throated kingfishers, and others, as well as a family of mongooses, complete with little ones running around the hedges, peeking carefully to ensure their safety. The above is just a small example of how much we can observe right in the middle of the city. You can start your journey of observing nature anywhere. I cannot describe how exciting it was to observe red wattled lapwings nesting on the roof of a small building in front of my house. I was privileged enough to witness the whole process, right from mating, nest building — it's only a rudimentary nest with some small stones — egg laying, incubation, nest defense, and finally the hatching of the eggs, bringing forth new life. Similarly, I noticed a variety of crickets gracing a green patch while taking my dog on his daily walk. They didn't catch my eye at first, but when I observed the first one, it was as if my vision was renewed. I was then able to observe countless crickets chirping and hopping about in the hedge. Observing nature is not only helpful to learn more about how the natural world functions, but it is a fun way to keep our minds engaged and stress-free. Nature's treasure box contains many a lesson to be learned that could provide valuable in our daily life. When I observed the parent red-wattled lapwing staying put, shielding her eggs even as it poured heavily, something stirred within me. To me, it was a glimpse of unconditional love and sacrifice, which is not very different from how human parents do their absolute best to protect their offspring. The time spent in nature will also help you to feel the inherent connection we all have, which is often buried deep within our city bones, weighed down by technology and modernity. You will never cease to be amazed by the wonderful world around you waiting to become known to you.